Kia ora guys and girls, it's been a very long time since I've made a video. There's a lot of reasons why I haven't had a video up in the last few months, but this is E3 week, probably the most exciting week of the video game calendar year, and so I wanted to get some videos out, and so we're going to be starting off with the Microsoft press conference. Now if you guys haven't seen the conference yet, I highly recommend doing it. I'll leave a link in the description below, and then I'll also try and find a bunch of links just to the gameplay trailers and all that sort of stuff, so that you guys can just watch the trailers and stuff for the games that you are most excited for if you want to do that. Now without any more delays, let's get this started.
This is the 2017 Xbox E3 briefing.
So right out of the gate, Microsoft showed off codename Xbox Scorpio, which we now know is called the Xbox One X. They gave us a lot of specs information. So it's a 6 teraflops GPU clocked at 1.172 gigahertz, 12 gigs of DDR5 memory, 326 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. It will run games at native 4K. It supports HDR, premium Dolby Atmos sound. I don't even know what that is. It has a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. Now check this out, the cooling in this thing is a liquid cooled vapor chamber. How crazy is that? All Xbox One games and accessories will work with the Xbox One X. So all those specs basically mean that it will be the most powerful console ever released. But it is also the smallest Xbox they've ever released, which I think is the craziest thing. Now I just want to give a quick shout out to whoever made this trailer. This thing is awesome. So get back to the Xbox One X, the price that they announced, it will be $499 US. Now I believe that was the same price as the Xbox One when it first released with the Kinect, and it will be a worldwide release on November 7th, 2017. So overall, that is a very powerful console for a very reasonable price, really. It is expensive for a console, but it's not crazy expensive when you're talking about, like, if you want to build a gaming PC for that price, you probably couldn't build that powerful a machine for $500 US. So if you didn't see the press conference, this is what the Xbox One X looks like. It looks very similar to the Xbox One S. Those are very similar names, do not get them confused. Whether or not I would buy one, I don't know yet. I don't have a 4K TV and I don't know if I'm going to be investing in that soon, but it does look very cool, and some of the games that show off look very, very pretty, so I don't know yet. But I can definitely say this, they have done a much better job at marketing this than Sony did with the PS4 Pro. So even though this is $100 more expensive than the PS4 Pro, you get a lot for that $100. You get a 4K Blu-ray player. I can't believe Sony didn't put a 4K Blu-ray player in their premium console. You get native 4K. Most of the PS4 Pro games don't run at native 4K. They use tricks to get it up, like checkerboard and stuff. I don't really understand all of that sort of stuff, but that's what they do. You're getting more memory, you're getting a better GPU. I mean, this thing is a beast. So if you guys want, let me know what you guys think of the Xbox One X, formerly known as the Xbox One Scorpio. It sounds so much like Xbox One S. And we're going to be moving on to what else they showed off at the conference. So from there, they announced Forza Motorsport 7. This game looks incredible. I wasn't watching in 4K, probably like most of you guys weren't watching in 4K, but it still looks absolutely amazing. They did do this weird thing where they announced a car. They kind of seem to always have a car on stage when they do mainly a Forza game. It is strange. I do still find it strange. I am a car guy. I like racing games, but I still find this a bit strange. Instead of focusing on the game, they're focusing on a car. Then they did focus on the game a bit more. They gave us some gameplay. They did say it was going to be running at 4K at 60 FPS on Xbox One X. I'm not sure what it's going to be running at on just your normal Xbox. I would say it'd probably run at 60 frames maybe, but maybe running at 1080 or 900p. The weather effects look really amazing. They've talked about dynamic puddles and all that sort of stuff. Overall, I'm super excited for this game. It's another motorsport game. It looks really cool. They're kind of those games that I get really excited for. I play for a little bit, but for some reason they don't seem to grab me as much, except for Horizon 3. That game was incredible. I was so much in love with that game. So straight after Forza Motorsport 7, they cut to this trailer. I didn't know what this game was. They didn't give you any indication of what it was up until right at the end where they announced what the game was. I was watching this trailer, I was going, okay, yeah, this seems cool. I'm really excited, and then it gets better and better and better, and I was like, wow, this game looks amazing. It turns out it is the next Metro game, so this is called Metro Exodus. I've never played any of the Metro games, but man, this trailer made me want to try those Metro games out, because this was so cool. I get really excited with trailers, and of course the phone rings. Okay, so I'm back. I mean, just look at this game. How amazing does this look? I'm super excited. This chase sequence looks so good. I'm not sure how like some of this stuff would actually work as gameplay. Maybe it's like a kind of cutscene sort of quick time event sort of thing. I don't know. But yeah, this looks so good and so exciting, and then it just gets better and better as the trailer goes on. They didn't give a specific release date. They did say it's coming 2018, so sometime next year it will be coming out, unless it's delayed or something like that. But man, this trailer basically sold me on this game. Look how crazy this thing is. Yeah, so what do you guys think of this game? Does this trailer make you excited for it? Have you guys played the other games? Are you excited for another Metro game? I'd love to know. And just a quick reminder, if you want to see the game trailers or the entire conference, the links are in the description below. So even though I'm not going to be showing everything, you guys can still check those out. So next up, they showed off the new Assassin's Creed. This is called Assassin's Creed Origins. They gave a release date of October 27th, 2017. This looks really good. So they've taken a year off from the Assassin's Creed. So we didn't get one last year, we were getting one this year. And so they gave this team a bit more time to try and get this Assassin's Creed right. There has been a bit of fatigue sort of thing. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since number 3, which was the one where you go back to the Civil War. So going back to ancient Egypt sounds super interesting to me. I liked the ancient Israel and the stuff like that from the first one, and then also the Renaissance period of the second one. I played a lot of Assassin's Creed 2. I actually played it on a different count, so that's why it doesn't show up on all my trophies. I think I had like 70% when I was playing on that account. So this is from the team that made Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now a lot of people have told me that Black Flag was one of the best Assassin's Creed games. It was definitely one of the best ones in the last few years. So I'm very excited about this one. I'm actually thinking about getting it myself. They did announce a few additions, so you can get like a collector's edition that comes with a statue, and then there's like a gold edition which comes with, I think, the season pass and a couple of other things, and then you got your standard edition. So there's a couple of different editions that you can get if you want to buy those. It also looks like they've changed the combat a little bit as well, in terms of making it a bit more, giving it a bit more variety. So when I was playing, the older games, 2 and 3 and all those sort of ones, it always felt like I had to either be super stealthy and assassinate someone, or I had to react to my enemies. So like when you were in sword combat, I always had to just parlay them and then counterattack. It looks like they've given you a bit more room to dodge and then completely and utterly just go in a full offensive mode. A lot more like sort of takedown methods. There's also some sort of RPG sort of elements they seem to add. So as you can see here, you loot this guy and then you get some sort of ability that you can add. So looks very interesting. I'm very excited to possibly give this a go. So yeah, that's all I got to say about this one. So we then did get a massive surprise announcement. So PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is now coming to Xbox. Now I don't know if it's coming to PlayStation 4 or anything, because it's got Xbox One console launch exclusive. So I'm not sure if the launch is exclusive, so then it will be like a timed exclusive and then PlayStation will get it later on, or if it is just going to be a completely exclusive thing to Xbox. I don't know. I've been playing this with some of my friends on PC. It's a lot of fun. It's very different. So it's basically think of the Hunger Games. You get 100 people drop in through a parachute, and then you're on this island, and then you have to try and kill everyone, and it gets less and less people. But as the timer goes on, then the area that you get to fight on this island gets smaller and smaller and smaller, so it kind of try and concentrates you into a smaller group, and obviously, you know, people are dying left and right and all that sort of stuff, and it's a very stressful game actually, but it's a lot of fun. So it's very exciting to see that coming to console. Hopefully it's coming to PlayStation as well, because that's probably where I'll most likely play it. But yeah. So then they announced State of Decay 2. I don't know much personally about this game. This trailer didn't do a lot for me, but all the people that have played the original State of Decay are very excited about this sequel. They say that it had really good mechanics, game mechanics, and all that sort of stuff. The trailer kind of shows it off as a sort of an action zombie survival game. A lot of people are saying that's not quite as much. There wasn't as much action in the first one, but I don't know. This could be a really cool game. I just don't know much about it. And so if you guys are excited for it, definitely let me know, and let me know why you're excited for it, and insight would be quite helpful actually. So from this trailer, it looks like a co-op game. That's quite a common theme amongst all the games we've been seeing over E3 so far. A lot less single player games, a lot more co-op games. And it also looks like there's a bunch of crafting sort of things in there, and base building a little bit as well. So they did show a release window of spring 2018, so definitely look for that if you're excited about this game. They then showed off two smaller games. One was a Deep Rock Galactic, and the other was the Darwin project. Both of those didn't really resonate with me, so I'm not really going to talk about them. If you want to see the trailers for those, I'll link them in the description, or you can watch the conference. They also had some Minecraft news. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing cross-play against basically all platforms. Now, they didn't show the PlayStation platform, but they did show Xbox, Windows, PC, Mac, and the Switch, as well as VR, but they didn't have PlayStation in there, so I don't know if PlayStation's getting the cross-play or if everyone else is and they're not, so I don't know about that. They then also announced the super duper graphics pack for Minecraft, but this basically gives it a lot more graphical fidelity without losing its, you know, blocky feel. It's kind of a weird sort of thing. So basically a lot more lighting effects, they're taking it up to 4K, and they're adding HDR and all that sort of stuff. So it will look a lot better, but it's still keeping its, you know, blocky sort of charm. They announced a new Dragon Ball Z fighting game. It looks cool. It's not really my sort of thing. I don't really play fighting games that much, but you know, I watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid, so this is pretty cool. So I can definitely see how a lot of people could be very excited for it. They then announced this game, which I think looks very, very interesting. It's a pixel art game. It's called The Last Night. We don't know anything about it either, and it was also one of those ones that said it was a launch exclusive. So is it going to be a complete exclusive to Xbox and Windows, or is it going to come to like PlayStation eventually? I'm not too sure, but the game trailer looks awesome, and the soundtrack is pretty cool, and the art style, and really do like that. Look at that game. So then they showed a massive chunk of Sea of Thieves. This game looks really cool. It looks really funny. It looks like it could be a completely family game. Anyone could play. It looks amazing. Like, the art style is really good. The narration during this entire thing was really funny. I really like that. I don't think you're going to getting that during the game. It looks a lot like it's going to be completely co-op. It doesn't look like you're going to be playing much of this game alone. So if you don't have a lot of friends that have an Xbox or a PC that you can play with, I don't know how much of this game you're going to be able to play. So that's kind of a little bit on the edge. So I don't know if I'm going to be playing this a whole lot. Because, you know, most of my friends play on the PlayStation, and so yeah, so this game looks amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it, give it a go. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out the full gameplay trailer. It is really good, and they show a lot. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing some sort of, like, it looks like sort of a mission-based objectives, so it looks like you get like a quest. So over here what they did is they went into the ship, they got a chest, the chest had like a note to say go over to some other island, and then there are ship battles and all sorts of things happening in this. You have to have your crew do the ship, like make the ship work. You can jump in the cannon and fire yourself across, and the shark can eat you, and all sorts of things can happen. So I don't really know what happens if you die, like what happens to your character, your loot and all that sort of stuff, but I suspect that maybe your friends can pick it up for you and all that sort of stuff. So it's very, very interesting looking game, and that's what I really got to say about this one. So then we had a bunch of trailers for things that I didn't really care about. We had a sizzle reel and all that sort of stuff. Then we got like a release date for Cuphead, so that's pretty cool. Cuphead's coming out on September 29th. And then we also went into Crackdown 3, so I'm not too familiar with the Crackdown series. We got this trailer. The trailer didn't look, you got a lot of explosions, a lot of things. It looks like another co-op game. A lot of destruction and colors and all that sort of stuff. It didn't really look like much of a demo. It was just kind of like a trailer, but they did give it a release date of November 7th, 2017. It might have been hard to see during the conference, but that was the release date. Then we got a really cool announcement game trailer. This thing looks awesome. This is called Ashen. It looks kind of like Dark Souls-y sort of thing, Bloodborne-ish, with all the combat and all that sort of stuff, especially even with the name Ashen. That definitely sounds like a Dark Souls thing, but it's got a very different art style, and I do really like the art style. It's kind of like a Playdead sort of art style, so Limbo and Inside sort of looking game, but you can see that the combat looks very much like a Dark Souls, and then you got this big boss fight, battle fight at the end. So I'm very looking forward to this game, but once again, I'm not sure if it is going to be coming to any other consoles. It might be Windows 10 and Xbox exclusive, but because they did have that weird terminology of it's a launch exclusive. So once again, maybe a complete exclusive, maybe just a timed exclusive, sort of like Rise of the Tomb Raider or something like that. But this game looks very, very cool. Super excited about this. You got these big boss fights, and these open environments. It looks amazing. Can't wait to get my hands on this. We'll see more of this. I mean, check this out. I was one of those people that didn't really play the Souls games because I was like, it doesn't really appeal to me. I gave it a go. Man, did I love Bloodborne. Man, did I love Dark Souls 3. And I mean, look at this. This looks awesome. Look how big this person is. They're attacking you. It gets crushed. Oh man, it looks so good. So that game's called Ashen, and hopefully we'll be playing that pretty soon. We got a trailer and an announcement of Life is Strange Before the Storm. So this is coming, the first episode is coming out August 31st, 2017. So you can pre-order that now. So once again, an episodic game, and not really my sort of game. I didn't really actually play the other one, but maybe it's pretty good. I don't know. So then we got about 10 minutes worth of gameplay of Middle-earth: Shadow of War. This game's not really sort of my sort of thing. I didn't play the first one, don't know if I'm going to play this one, but if it's your cup of tea, then definitely check it out, because they did show a lot of that game. So if you're excited about Shadow of War, then definitely check out that gameplay trailer that they showed in the conference. They then showed a trailer for the new Ori game. So this one is called Ori the Wild of the Wisps, I think it's called. A very, very cool trailer. I loved the first Ori, Ori and the Blind Forest. This game was amazing. Super looking forward to this next installment of this game. The music is amazing, the art style is amazing, and even the gameplay is really, really fun. So definitely looking forward to this. It's a super sad starting to this though, just like the other one. So spoilers if you didn't play the other one. There's some sad moments in this game, and it's all done without dialogue. It's all just music and body language and all that sort of stuff. The gameplay is platformer, jumping, sideways, 2D platformer, but the game is amazing. Can't wait for it. Probably said amazing way too many times, and that's all I'm going to say about this trailer. So definitely check that out if you're excited for this one. Then Phil Spencer came back on stage, and probably one of the biggest announcements of E3, their backwards compatibility program is now also going to be including the original Xbox games. And the crazy thing about this is I watched a interview with one of the guys from Xbox. So he said that you can use the original discs, you can place them in your new shiny Xbox One X, and it will work, and you'll be able to play those games. I think it will download it or something like that. But you can also do a LAN connection, so you can actually do system-to-system links with a original Xbox, an Xbox 360, and the new Xbox and Xbox One X. You can connect those all up and have a massive LAN party. It doesn't matter what system you're using, you can play these old games and LAN them. That is crazy cool. So then the last thing that they showed us was a gameplay trailer for Anthem. Now, EA said the day before the Xbox conference, during their conference, that Xbox will be showing off more of Anthem. Here it is, and it is amazing looking. So it's a co-op game. It looks like, I don't know if it's a co-op game or if it's a shared world thing, sort of like Destiny. Don't really know. A lot of people are like making those comparisons between Destiny and this game, but the game, it looks incredible. They're saying that it's Xbox One enhanced, of course, because just the level of graphics is crazy cool. The gameplay looks amazing. It kind of reminds me of sort of like a Crisis kind of game, so mixed with Crisis with what's it called? Mixed with Destiny, mixed with open world. They did show off a loot system, so it looks like you'll be gearing up your... They did show off a loot system, so what it basically looks like is you're some sort of mercenary sort of person. You're living in a dystopian sort of future where you're hiding behind a wall from crazy monsters and maybe robots and aliens that are on the other side of this wall. And what you're going to be doing is you get into your mech suits and you go out, fly around. You can fly in this game. How cool is that? I don't know if you're completely flying or if you're just kind of gliding. I wasn't too sure about that, but you're definitely, basically flying, and then you can transition from flying to ground to underwater super seamlessly. The gameplay looks great. I can't wait to play it. This, I think they said it was next year. It was a 2018 release, so we'll definitely see whether or not they'll hit that or not. So it is from BioWare, the creators of Mass Effect. So apparently, I think the main team, or one of the teams, was working on this since Mass Effect 3, so they've been working on this for a long time. So hopefully it's really good. It looks really amazing. And that's all I really got to say about this game. So I'll just probably leave this playing so you guys can watch that from here on if you want to, or go to the link in the description and I'll probably have found a direct link to just this gameplay that you can watch that without me talking over the start of it and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm going to do for this video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be covering at least the Sony one. I'm hopefully going to cover some of the other E3 things. I really want to get those some videos like that up, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done. There's a lot of issues with my setup at the moment and just what's happening with my life. So that's all I'm going to say for this video. So now it's time for me to say see you guys and girls, and hopefully see you in the next video.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
We're getting some fire from ahead.
I'll go low. You flank.
Hang in there. Almost there. Have you been in there yet?
I haven't. We should do that later with Kim.
Yeah, you could use the XP. Hello, treasure. I think we got some action there.
Anyone, we're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
I think that's part of Prax's mission.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Have time to use that mortar. Give me some covering fire. There's a bunch more coming in.
Okay, I'll get this round.
Thanks.
Oh, come on. Be something good. Oh, yes! Jerry's wrap.
Oh, nice.
Large-scale world events like Shaper Storms are dynamic and pull you off the beaten path with the promise of new stories to discover.
Oh, shipper storm incoming. Okay, actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm right behind you. Whoa. This storm is getting crazy. So what are we supposed to do? Fly into it?
All right, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Our story is out there.